Hey guys, welcome to the channel. And today I want to talk about how I use ChatGPT to learn anything new, any new programming language, framework, or anything. So let's get started. As you can see, I have chatgpt.com open in front of me. And so let's say, I'm trying to learn React.js, right? So ChatGPT have this feature called projects. So you can see I have different projects here. But what you can do is you can just create a new project, right? And you can even see like what is a project, keep chats, file, and custom section in one place. Use them for ongoing work or just to keep things tidy. So in simpler terms, what ChatGPT projects do is allow you to define instructions. So for example, I can say, oh, your response should be something like this and that, and it will always respond with those instructions, or in the like use those instructions as the guideline and respond accordingly. So let's say, I'll just say learning React JS here. I click on create project, and then I have the chat. You can see I can add files. So this is, for example, if you want to reference any file. So for example, if you're working on a project which have already have some content, you can put it here and all that. In our case, it's not. So I'm not going to talk about that. We are just going to talk about how I use ChatGPT project as a personal tutor. So I'm going to go here, click on add instructions. And here I'm going to tell ChatGPT how I like to learn, right? So for me, personally myself, I learn by building projects instead of like going through, documentation and all that. For you, it can be different. For some third person can be different, right? So for me, I'm gonna say here, I am new to React JS. You are my personal tutor who is going to help me learn React JS, right? And then I'm going to add some more instructions. So I'm just going to say here, I learn by building projects. So yeah, I'm just going to say I learn by building projects. The second thing is explain every explain logic and reasoning before giving me the code. So even before it writes code, it should give me the logic and reasoning behind why it is writing that piece of code, or how it will write that piece of code. And the third will be explain every piece of code line by line, right? So, because I'm new, I don't know anything about React.js. Every piece of code that ChatGPT will give me, I want it to explain it to me line by line, right? So I'm just gonna click on save. It will save these instructions. And then I'm gonna go here and say, so I want to learn React JS. What would be the first thing I can do right now? Let's say. So let's see. Okay, building projects. So now it knows that I learn by building projects. So let's start with the first tiny but real project. So first step before jumping into code. So I already told ChatGPT that before even writing any piece of code, explain it. So it's gonna give me very short explanation about React, right? And then it's gonna tell me how I can set up my React project. So using create React app. Then step three, build your first React component. We build a component. Um, we build a counter, a simple app that lets you click a button to increase the number. Why? Because it teaches this. Great. And then now it haven't given me any code, right? So now would like to set up the app together, start building content, or ask something else about React. I'll say that's the first thing. So I'll just say one. and then create React app again. So go into the project folder, and this will start the project. And then, right now it gave me a lot of explanation. I will just ask it to give me the code. So I'll just say, give me the code. And then, first it will explain the logic, what it will do, what it will help us understand. And then, even before starting to write that component, it is educating me about, the key concepts. So, for example, use state, right? What, how it will work and all that. And then it gives me the full code like this, and then again line by line explanation. I think this is a game changer for who is trying to learn programming now, or even if you're a seasoned developer and you are trying to learn something new. If you have to learn a new thing or a new programming language, new framework in, let's say, 2020, it was way harder than this, because you have to go, you're on YouTube or on web, and search for all these tutorials, then follow them line by line. You can't ask, like, if you change something in the code, it will not work and all that. Now if I want to change something at in the code, so for example, I'll just say, what if I don't use state? Chat GPT will explain to me why you need to use state, and what will happen if I remove use state, right? So this is a personal tutor who will teach you according to the way you want to get taught. So ChatGPT is like a personal tutor who you can ask anything, right? The other thing is, the reason I create projects is because I can add this instruction. I can do the same thing in a new chat and all that. But the reason I like to use ChatGPT project, first thing is for instructions. And the second thing is, everything is in one place, so I can always reference what I learned like last week and all that. And it just make it easier to manage when you're learning something new, right? And this is the way I learn new things now, and I hope this will help you as well. So that's pretty much it, and I will see you in the next video.